Hi everyone, we are tutorial group 2, 7 p.m. on Wednesday. I'm Zexu. In the next 3 to 4 minutes, I will do two things. Say what business problem we face and show our end-to-end data flow in simple steps. Then I will pass to my 4 teammates to walk through the dashboards. The business problem our brand, Essentia, sells in many channels, online pre-orders and offline store sales. The same item, SKU, moves through POS in stores, OMS online, WMS in the warehouse, and ERP for master the data. POS is a point of sale. OMS is order management system. WMS is a warehouse management system. These systems often don't match at the same time, like numbers, status, and even meaning are different. This causes wrong ATP, weak substitution advice, and slow fulfillment. ATP is available to promise, like how much we can sell. We built a full data path from the source to the front end, where data comes from, how we clean it, and how we serve it the same way to data visualization analysis. Our pipeline in 5 simple steps. The first is loading the data. We pull data from POS, OMS, WMS, and the ERP. And the second layer is load layer. Every record has a source tag and time. We can trace anything back. It's safe to run again. We store the raw data before big changes. If a number looks wrong, we can reply anytime, point and find which batch, which table, which field caused it. In the business layer, we fix the rules, how ATP minus reservations, how cancellation add back stock, how inventory rolls forward when substitution triggered. We have 2 paths out. A star scammer Mart for BI, easy to query and sum up. It provides stable views for applications. Business users don't need to know the model, and the application can get a stable interface while we improve the backend. We check data quality. Raw data is more locked down. Business and serving layer are open as needed. We can trace any KPI back to the source field and the rule version. You can think of a real order. Someone place an order, make a reservation, check the inventory, pick up at the warehouse. Then we should drop the inventory and release the reservation. Finally, it ships and close. That's my introduction of what we do. Dashboard A gave a big picture. B found the problem. C explained the flow. D proved the result. Now I will hand over to our first speaker to start with dashboard A.
Alright, now let's move to the executive summary dashboard. This dashboard provides a snapshot of our omnichannel performance, focusing on the current sales and the daily sales velocity. The goal is to quickly identify the key performance figures across all our platforms. So now let's execute the codes to see the latest figures. At the top, we can see there are 2 headline indicators, the total number of orders and the total units sold across all channels. These 2 indicators demonstrate overall sales volume and transaction activity across Essentia's retail and digital channels. And the next one is the low stock risk. This indicator shows there are 11 SKUs currently below 2 units. So monitoring this can help the stores respond quickly to the replenishment needs. The dashboard also tracks daily movements, which are yesterday's order volume and the yesterday's sales volume across all channels. These 2 indicators show how active the market was in the last 24 hours. And at the bottom, there are 3 bar charts which can offer an operational insight. The sales by channel shows the online remains the dominant channel, and the store ranking highlights our top performance stores, the Perth CBD. This helps us to see our top performing physical locations and quickly spot any stores that might need extra focus. The last one is the top 3 best selling product families. This gives us a more strategic view for merchandising and planning. So overall, this dashboard provides an executive level summary of Essentia sales performance and stock health. So the decision makers can instantly identify the sales trends, channel strengths, and potential low stock risk to guide inventory planning.
The Section B dashboard is about inventory monitoring. The purpose of this tool is to give our business teams a clear real-time view of our inventory, allowing us to quickly identify risks, diagnose problems, and monitor the overall health of our store flow. I will run the queries first. Okay, everything works great. So the dashboard provides us 4 key models. The B1, we can see instantly see which store have the most of out-of-stock items. And for B2, we can drill down to see the exact products that are out of stock and by how much. For B3, the heat map shows us our inventory distribution and release and reveals where our stock is concentrated. The final part, it shows the chain chart tracks our inbound versus outbound flow, alerting us to potential risks. So for this analysis, we have some key findings from this dashboard. First, our stock out problem is highly concentrated. The issue isn't everywhere, is half-part focused on the Brisbane and the Melbourne CBD store. And second, we have an inventory imbalance. For example, our Sydney and Perth store are holding thousands of jeans, while Brisbane jeans SKU are in outsold state. This shows our allocation strategy isn't aligned with our local demand. And finally, the most importantly, we've identified a major bottlenecks in our supply chain. The data shows a massive replenishment effort in this period. Yeah, this ratio is in this period is less than 1. This shows the company have a massive replenishment. However, the new stock never reached the store that is needed, like the Brisbane still out of the stock. This reveals the problem isn't just a inventory shortage, but a fraud restocking process. And this is kind of the challenge of our upcoming out of stock substitution feature, and is designed to help solve this problem.
The dashboard C order analysis, you can get an overview of all key indicators. Order fill rate 87.6% off shows how many ordered units were shipped. Higher is better. ATP in-stock coverage 78% off shows how much of our SKU and location is sellable right now. This is our promise selling. Cancellation rate 18.5% off tells us how many orders were cancelled after creation. And confirmed rate 70% off shows how many new orders were accepted on the first try. Next, the order area. Daily order and shipped shows volume over time. If shipped like is ordered, on peak days, we need more stock and capacity. Order by channel shows where demand comes from, web, application, and partners, so we can know where to focus stock and labor. The final part is cancellation area. Daily cancellation rate highlights bad day, so we can react fast. And the cancellation reasons shows why. Mostly, the reason is out of stock. The channel and the weekday view shows where and when cancels happened. And this is dashboard C. It turns our goal, better ATP coverage, higher conversation, fewer cancels, into a daily control loop. So you can read in one screen and act on the same day.
Let's run the code. And dashboard serves as a control panel for the out-of-stock substitution process. The substitution coverage is 81.8%, shows how many out-of-stock items have at least one feasible substitution under the current ATP constraints. The OS with substitution shows T is easy to replace, Hood is not. In Brisbane, jeans swap via size or color neighborhoods. neighbors, so rules work. Uneven stock is the real constraint. TSAS achieves higher coverages and fewer cancellations. Per-week supply traps cross-store transfers and minor delays. The distribution of substitute quantities shows substitution tabs. Most items have 2 options, while 0 and 1 options flag rule gaps or inventory shortfalls. By depending mappings within the same series and within material and price bands, and adding targeted transfers, we can raise the share with more than 2 options and stabilize fulfillment. Across categories, jeans and tee are almost fully covered, while hood is only about half, showing a clear gap. The location view also varies. Brisbane is fully covered, while Melbourne is about half. To close gaps, expand hood mappings and add small in-store buffers. Keep tee safety stock in Sydney or Melbourne and move inventory quickly to Perth. Together, these steps raise coverages, cut cancellations, and stabilize operations. Dashboard lets managers see on one screen the upper limit of our out-of-stock substitution ability. It shows coverages and candidate depths in real time and locates gaps by category and site, telling us whether the problem is missing rules or lost stock.
So, all the circle, dashboard, and the demo links are in the report. Thank you so much for watching.